David Eagle, the radio experience.
I do feel very responsible. I mean, there's been a lot of hardship going on in the news, you know, the credit crunch. I don't know if you're aware, there's a credit crunch going on. Yeah, credit is being crunched left, right and centre. We've got people talking about global warming all of a sudden. Don't know where that came from. I'm wondering, maybe as an interesting experiment, we maybe should have started this a while back, but it'll be interesting to chart the use of the word or the phrase credit crunch. Because, I mean, I can't remember ever hearing that phrase. And I might be totally wrong about this and come across as an absolute fool. I can't remember hearing it before the last 2 years. I don't think I'd heard it. I don't think anybody had really been... was credit crunch a word in use before 2007? You weren't really hearing it. It kind of back end of 2007 and beyond, the news you would hear, credit crunch. And it suddenly became a word that everybody would be saying. And it'd be interesting to see how that phrase is it being said more now? Is it starting to peter out? When was the phrase used the most in media history? I can only remember it being said in the last 2 years. But it'd be interesting to see what week or what day the word credit crunch was said. How many times it is said? How overused is it? I mean, how many, in your average, say, let's say half an hour news bulletin, how many times is the word credit crunch used now and how many times was it done there? So what I thought was maybe we'll do our own little social experiment. It's a kind of a game. I'd like to think of myself as a pioneering sociologist, and I'm doing my bit here for sociology. And I think what we should do is, in future, I will listen out, and you can do this at home or wherever you are as well, at how many times the word credit crunch is said on the Southside podcast. I mean, you can do this for any radio show, any news bulletin. You know, the person, I mean, is someone sitting there who invented the word credit crunch. He just sort of came up with it. Oh, we need a word to describe the economic downturn. Oh, something alliteration, something catchy. Credit crunch. Oh, I like it. It's got the onomatopoeia as well of the crunch. It sounds good. It's hardened syllables. It sounds good. It's a catchy catchphrase. That's the thing about a catchphrase. They need to be catchy. Seriously, I should teach. But it is an interesting one. If somebody's actually made the word up and maybe he's copywrote it. Maybe the person has got it copywritten. So what a brilliant way to get past the economic downturn. Right, what I've done is I've created a word to describe the economic downturn, which is so catchy that everyone will incorporate it into their news bulletins. But every time they use the word, I get money for it. So you're sitting there listening to the news going, okay, what are we going to get? Oh yes, another one about the doom and gloom of the economy. Here we go. And the credit crunch is going, yes, there's £100 there. Thank you very much, BBC. Right, let's just quickly switch over to ITV there. Hey, what's going on? So what's your opinion on the credit crunch? Yes, another £100. Thank you very much. Let's have a look what's going on Channel 4. So tell me, your opinion, Gordon Brown, on the economic downturn at the moment. No, not economic downturn, for goodness sake. Well, the thing is about the, in this current climate. No, not the current climate. Come on, say it. Obviously there are, a lot of people are fiscally challenged at the moment. No, not fiscally. Oh, for goodness sake, come on. He's thinking, I need £300 and then I can switch off and come on, I've got a holiday in Peru to pay for here. I mean, that's the thing though. I mean, there's a lot of people, there are a lot of financial wars at the moment. No, for goodness sake. I think that's the whole thing. When you've got something like the credit crunch, yes, thank you. Peru, here I come. I'm not sure. I very much doubt that is the case. In fact, I'm 100% sure that that's not the case.
David Eagle, the radio experience.